Thank you for joining me. This is Fly My Mavic, and this is an absolutely monumental occasion. This is Drone Hacks, as you can see from the webpage in front of me, but this has to be probably the biggest release that Drone Hacks has ever done. This is Drone Hacks video guide number 11, and I really think you're going to like this. What are Drone Hacks offering now? Unlock certificate by Drone Hacks. Unlock altitude no-fly zone by the dronehacks.com certificate. With that certificate, you can unlock and get rid of the drone's altitude limit and the no-fly zone limit at the same time. To do so, you need to use our desktop application, which I will take you through in a moment. It's available for Windows 10 or Linux. During the process, we will need you to log into your DJI account. Please note this account needs to be the same that you use to fly the drone, so it's the one you log into the app, whether it be Go, Go4, DJI Fly, etc. The unlocks can only be issued for one pilot at the same time. The hack is currently available for the Mavic 2, that's the Pro, the Zoom and the Enterprise, the P4P, Pro V2, the Mini 1, the Mini 2, the Air 2 and the Air 2S and the DJI FPV drone. All of the drones will need to use our custom flight controller. Do check the bird map on the website. I'll put a link below to Drone Hacks to see which firmware versions are supported. After the hacking process, the unlock certificate should be available in your DJI Go4 DJI Fly app in the Unlock License Unlock GeoZone menu. It might be that you need to activate it manually. What I'll do now is I'll take you through actually setting up and using the actual hack itself and how to install it. So just going to have a quick look at the Fly app before we apply the hack. And if you go into safety and down to unlock GeoZone, you'll see there are no unlocking licenses for aircraft or the account. So we need to now connect the quad to the Drone Hacks tool itself, as you would normally do, and let the device connect and just go through the Drone Hacks startup. Once it connects, it will automatically go to the Hacks Flash tab. We're going to click on the install button, and as you'll notice it says you need to follow local laws and regulations. We're not responsible if you break any laws or do illegal and dangerous things. You want to continue? Yes. You can click no if you want to. Another box will pop up. Please remember, never update the firmware of the drone or DJI Fly app. It might stop the possibility of hacking completely. So basically, don't update any firmware. Don't update the app. What we'll do is I will do a test with the app, and if it does break it, I'll let you know. And then that's it. Hack certificate has been installed, and you can read more at the web page linked below. We'll go back into the Fly app, and we'll click on the three dots. And you'll now see, if we go into Unlock GeoZone, Aircraft Unlocking Licenses, you now have an unlock license for height and for no-fly zones as well. Now at the moment I don't have a price for the license, but the chap who writes the program does inform me that all light licenses will be upgraded to standard licenses, and if you want to have the upgraded license then you need to buy that. It will just basically upgrade your current license to allow the remove of the no-fly zone, the height. Again, I don't have details. Once the hack is released, you will of course be able to go to the website and see the price for it. If you are currently using the DJI companion app, you can of course still use that alongside to increase your signal strength, etc. The only small difference is for the DJI FPV. What I'll do is I'll leave a link to this post in the description box below. It basically tells you how to get to the Unlock GeoZone on the DJI FPV quad. So of course the question is, does it actually work? Well, fortunately I got access to it before you guys did, so I could go out and test it in the field. And we'll have a look now at the video that I did of the actual test flights. So first thing I did is I go into Unlock GeoZone and I make sure I turn that on, because I did the flight originally and forgot to turn on the hack. And it tells me I'm qualified to fly in this area and I agree to assume full liability for flying in this area. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to start the quad up and I'm going to take off, and I'm going to go past the 500 metre height limit. Fast forward through this part, as you see. So we're now at 1,000 feet, 1,003, 1,004. I slow the video down here because 1,640 feet is the maximum height, or 500 meters. So we're getting to 1,600. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, straight past the 500 meter. And I just kept on going and going until I reached 2,000 feet, which I'll let the video run so you can see for yourself. This isn't any kind of fake or anything like that. There you go, we're at 1,800 feet. We're at 1,900 feet nearly. And then going to reach the magical 2,000 feet. At which point I decided that was high enough for my Mini 2. So I decided at that point that 2,000 feet was definitely high enough for me. So this was in the flight path of Manchester Airport. I did fly the quad, but only 1 metre off the ground. As you can see here, I am slap bang in the middle of Manchester Airport, just on the outskirts, but in what would definitely be classed as a no-fly zone. And as you can see, I'm able to take the quad and fly it. Quad's in the air now. As I said, only went to, so a couple of feet in the air. And if you try to turn off the geo zone while you are in flight, it won't let you. It will say unable to disable unlocking license in flight. If you want to turn it off or turn it on, you need to be landed on the ground. And as you see, with the hack turned off, it tells me it's a restricted zone and I cannot fly in this area at all. It's Manchester Airport. So what I do now is I'm going to turn the unlock geo zone back on again. So I go back into unlock geo zone, turn on, it says I'm qualified to fly in this area and I agree to assume full liability. And then you go from restricted zone and that goes off and it says continuing flight confirmation, I agree to assume full liability for flying in this area. And as you can see, I can start the quad motors and I can take off and I can fly. So there you go, proof positive that the unlock certificate by Drone Hacks does indeed work. And I'm pretty sure that most of you out there who've been asking for this kind of thing for the Mavic 2 for a long time are going to be really, really happy with this hack. Right, so now it's time for those couple of little requests, couple of little favours that I'd really like you to help me out with. First one, I'm looking for some more subs. If you're watching this, you haven't yet subbed to the channel, just roll the screen up. There's a big subscribe button. If you can click on that, that would be really great. I'm trying to get the channel up to about 3,000 subscribers, hopefully by Christmas. When I get to 1,000, I do a giveaway. Not quite sure yet what the giveaway will be. I'm hoping maybe a Mini 2, Mini SE, depending on what I can afford. I don't make a lot of money through YouTube on my adverts. I have adverts because if I don't, then YouTube will put adverts. So I won't make money, but YouTube will. I bet you didn't know they did that, did you? Second one, if you can nip across to this YouTube channel by my good friend Infinity Drones, I'd be really appreciative. He's looking for subscribers and more important, he's looking for watch time. Watch time is important with YouTube. You've got to hit a certain amount of watch time before you can monetize the channel. So if you could just go over there, hit the subscribe button for me, as I have done already, and just watch the videos. He does some really good videos: how to upgrade firmware, upload photos, improve wind resistance, etc, etc. Just click on the videos, watch 3 or 4 of them. If 1,000 people watch 3 or 4 videos, his watch time will increase dramatically and then he can start monetizing. If he starts monetizing, then he can start doing things for his channel, buying little things, maybe doing giveaways, etc. Who knows? Better make sure, and I'll check with him. I don't want to mention giveaways if he's not going to do any. Anyway, yeah, just hop over to Infinity Drones for me. Subscribe to his channel and just watch some of his videos. It'd be really, really appreciated. Now, secondly, and probably most importantly, yes, you can now fly in no-fly zones. That doesn't mean that you should. This idea was developed because the likes of FEMI, Autel, etc., they can fly in no-fly zones. So all we've done basically is level the playing field. So I know someone's going to say, well, you shouldn't really be flying in no-fly zones. The thing is DJI is no good at updating its database, okay? And there may have been a helipad somewhere or an old airport that's closed down that's not taken off the no-fly list, and people who live nearby simply can't fly. This just allows you to do it with the DJI Quad, because as I said, FEMI, Autel, etc., you've been able to use those for flying in no-fly zones. But again, I must stress, if you're going to fly in a no-fly zone, be very careful. Don't endanger life. Don't endanger aircraft. Fly safely. That's all I ask. I always, in my videos, I always say, Fly My Mavic says, fly safely. And that's what I'm going to do. Please remember, fly safely. Now go and patch your quads and fly however you want.